And I mean, if you really think about how tech got started, let's say starting from the late 70s till now, there were a lot of, I would say, spread out or dispersed communities doing the work. The whole reason for the internet even being built, when it kind of the military slash university networks got together, it was to share information. So the whole backbone and idea of what we have modern day technology based off of the internet was kind of, that was the idea. So you guys are fulfilling that now.
Yeah, I mean, it really wasn't like the 1950s. Tech was like, nascent tech back then, right?
Hmm.
Was actually pretty diverse. Women, like Grace Hopper, who was also an admiral in the Navy. Uh, Amazing, right? It all started from cryptology, then computing, and so on. So it wasn't always like this, like the prototype is the wasp, right, in tech,
Right.
plus the Asians now.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like this. When it first started, that's when basically people, spot where the money is and they all chase after it.
Mhm.
And that's just it's a free market, right? I think if you're not there, then somebody else is going to do it. But point is, at the start of the internet, it was all free for all. Nobody had it cornered,
Right.
right? And there's no reason, I think, with this next phase, right, which is basically, I think, hopefully overemploy us at the forefront of it, is basically a different way of viewing work. As long as, I reference back to that Peter Drucker article they wrote for self-managed self, right, managing self. As long as you can master that, right, it's almost like I think Kamar, you and I talked about like the whole Benjamin Franklin's 13 virtues
Mhm.
of self learning.
Right.
Um, you got a chance. You got a shot in this 21st century world of overemployed and tech.
And when you say you have a shot, right, you're saying you have a shot to potentially be, a minimum wage worker, or a shot at being middle class, or a shot at being maybe in the 1%.
I'm saying you have a shot at being 1%. It's almost like um, it's almost like making it to the NBA.
Mm.
You know,
So this
if
is your
you play,
lottery. This is a
yeah.
lottery ticket.
Well, it's not even a lottery thing. It's the most winnable lottery there is. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Well,
And the
I only use
percentages
lottery
are
ticket.
in your favor.
Right. Only
Uh,
reason I use lottery was because you said NBA, right? And the stats are so the stats are so crazy to get in there. It's almost like winning a lottery ticket. But you're saying now, with the advent of tech, with a little bit of common sense, some hustle, some education, you can write your own ticket to the 1%, and it's probably never been as easy to do ever before.
you're 100%. The barrier entry is a lot lower than you think. It's all in your head, right? Um, Now, not everyone's like can say. I mean, I have much more humbling background that I won't go too far back into before I got into investment banking.
Mhm.
Let's put it that way. Um, you just got to pick yourself up. You gotta have a willingness to say, and and it does not me saying the government has no role in it. By the way, it's just the government is the government. It's what it is. People vote, and it is in addition to that, right? You got to
Mhm.
then hustle all the way out. Like whatever government gives you, take it. I said, take it all. It's what you're entitled to, or what you voted for, and that's what the policy says. But on top of it all, you got to bootstrap yourself a little bit, and channel that learning mind. I think, and that self management of self, whether it's getting rid of bad habits, building good habits. That's one. Just sooner you master that, that's a flywheel, right? That does build on, okay, what are your strengths, and how to really double down on it even more. So you're doing what you're good at and what you're aspiring to be, a master in. Your master craftsman, as we like to call it in the community, and promote that it is a community of people. They're trying to polishing their craft, getting to the mastery level. And then when you're a master, yeah, of course you can do three persons job in your sleep.